content predictably? How do you go viral? What will cause your video to take off like crazy? And again, there's a formula for this. Third is the best part for many of you. How many of you here like fat wallets? Raise your hand. Do you like a fat wallet? Do you like money, people? Put yes. There's nothing wrong with that. If you like money, you're going to love part 3 because you're going to learn the monetization philosophy. How do I make $54,000 per email? How does Marie Forleo do a $20 million launch? How does John Lee sell $10,000 products and services? You're going to learn how to go from visibility to bank account. So part 1 is the Creator's Blueprint. These are some of the things we cover. Unshakable confidence, video shooting technique, art of storytelling. We install in you a creator operating system so that it's no longer overwhelming, it's automatic. And you can see some of the results, okay? So Christopher in California went from nothing to 12,000 views on TikTok from just one class. Many of you start seeing remarkable results from just one class. I shared Gavin's story earlier. First viral video, 1 million views. Then we come to part 2. This is somewhere towards the end of month 2. It's Virality Accelerator. This is 11 weeks. Here you learn performance drivers, high impact content formats. You install AI systems to increase what is called content velocity. You learn how to take one long form content, turn it into smaller short form pieces. Okay, self-employed, Heidelberg, Germany. Within just a few weeks, she said she saw measurable improvements, increased her reach, noticed an increase in qualified views as she went through this program. Now, part 3, monetization. This is where the money comes in. This is where you learn YouTube playbooks to create channels that can do 10 million in revenue. You learn sales funnel. You learn unified multi-platform ecosystems. You learn, and you get a 90-day execution plan to put this into place. And here you can see a couple of case studies that have happened. Shasha Lavatai, she got her first UGC deal on the last day of the class. Erin, she's the yoga instructor. Look at those puppies. Went from 1,000 to 37,000 followers with one video that reached 8.4 million accounts. Catherine Veronica Kinsley. She, after taking this class, her book hit a #1 bestseller, not just in the US, but in Canada, the UK, and Australia. So if you're a writer, I can tell you social media is what really matters right now if you want to get your book out. Ileana Colare, a teacher in Bologna, Italy, she doubled the enrollments for her course. If you're teaching something, whether it's coaching or some online course or an event, what would it mean to you if you doubled enrollments? That's what's possible with the right leverage of the social media tools. So in 5 months, you go from this, posting without results, guessing what works, invisible, no system, to content that actually converts, data-backed virality systems. You know how to make it pop. No, you are known as the authority in your field, in your city, in your marketplace, and clients come to you. So before I talk about the investment for this program, I want you to just ask yourself, like, what would it mean to you if you could just crack the social media code? If it was so easy, like any of the teachers out there, what would that look like to you? What would it mean to you if you never have to worry about what to post again? If you learned my formula, for example, where you can generate 100 ideas in one day, just from feeding your brain in a specific way into AI. What would it mean to you if clients were chasing you for opportunities, for attention? When I land in Dubai right now, I get so many offers, I cannot fit them into my schedule. I actually have to pace myself. Why? Because I'm visible. What would it mean if you as a coach had more clients than you could handle? What would it mean for your business, your reputation? What if social media became your biggest asset instead of your biggest headache? What if it was just so easy? And because it's your biggest asset, you're no longer stuck on one business. You can launch a second business. I launched a supplement line. You can launch a third business. I'm launching an AI for longevity counseling because you have a ready-made audience. You are no longer an entrepreneur. You're a serial entrepreneur with multiple routes for passive income. So what I paid Brendan Kane when I hired Brendan Kane to come into my team was approximately $12,000 a month. Okay, so he did 4 calls with us, $3,000 per call. It was $144,000 for 12 months. I showed you the results. Within a few months, I got that video that got 100 million in views. So when I tell you the investment, you may probably think this is going to be quite expensive. Because remember, we're going for founders, we're going for CEOs. You might think it might be $12,000 a month, like what I paid Brendan. Because after all, it's not just one class a month, it's multiple teachers, 2 classes a month. So maybe you might think it's $10,000. Because if you can grow your business by 30% in revenue, $10,000 for a reasonable sized business, that's worth it. Because remember, the knowledge isn't just for 1 month. When you learn this, you don't just apply it in 2026, then in 2027, you forget it. It sticks with you. I've been applying some of these ideas for 22 years. So this is an investment, not just in 2026, it's an investment in your future. So that $10,000 that this could cost, divide it by the next 20 years that you might be staying in business. You're investing in your future. Or it could be $8,000, which is the average cost of a similar 5-month program. But because Mindvalley is so vast, we are able to bring in economies of scale and make the price a little bit more accessible. Because we know there are people here in India, in Thailand, in my home country, Malaysia, watching as well. So the investment for the entire program is $4,999. You can go to mindvalley.com/social and you can sign up now. We have space for 800 students. And when we open this program, typically before the end of the year, we sell out. So $4,999. You can also follow that QR code. 5 months, 10 world-class experts. What we want to do, guys, is take you through this incredible degree of hand-holding to turn you into the social media superstar that you're meant to be. Like Jonna, who in social media mastery, okay, she said, I just want to share how grateful I am to Vishen, to Andrew, Brendan, Luke. 19 million views already. So 125,000 people sign up for the summit. We limit the class to 800. Now, why 800? Because it's live teaching with community. It's not recorded. So the students are active on the chat. The students are active in the community. And if we go too big, the community on Zoom just doesn't really feel as cohesive. So we limit it to 800 people. But we also limit it to 800 people because we are guaranteeing results. And I'm going to talk about that in a moment. The guarantee is really interesting. If you go through this program and you don't get results, my team will personally get on a call with you and work with you so you get the results you deserve. So we're going to take on that risk so you have nothing to lose. More on that in a moment, okay? So here's where it gets really exciting, all right? The $4,999 doesn't just get you social media mastery. We looked at all of the things that hold people back from really becoming world-class in their field, really getting the attention they deserve. And we wanted to create a bonus stack to make this inevitable for you. Okay, so the first is this. Some of you taking this program might think, well, how could I easily make $5,000 to afford this program? Here's the thing. If you're a solopreneur and you do this program, you actually get a professional certificate and CPD credits. You get a certificate that you can put on social media, on LinkedIn, on social media, showing your qualifications. You also get 120 continuing education credits. Many people take this program, they then go and make their 5K back by consulting to other companies. You can charge $500 an hour to $1,000 an hour. Once you know this format, go help other people. So you're actually getting a certificate that lets you earn your money back. So many of you I know would already do this for your friends. Knowledge is power. Once you get this knowledge, we don't expect it to stay locked in your brain. So number one, bonus is you get a CPD accreditation and professional certificate that's worth at least $1,000. But then we go further. Great learning happens when you're learning with great people. So we developed an app and a system where all our students can come together. So if you're in Dubai, you can find all the other students in Dubai. You can see who's a coach, who is maybe in industrial production, who is in enterprise sales, and you can create meetups with these students. I'm attending a meetup on Jan 28 in London with our students. The meetup is already sold out, but we have an app where our students meet up, and very frequently our teachers, including myself, show up because I love meeting our students live. So you get to meet other students. But not only that, our students requested this. So we added a new feature where, let's say you are amazing at prompt engineering, but you just really don't know how to generate video, and there's someone else who's great at video. You guys can come together and help each other. So now you save money because the student group becomes this list of allies. Whatever knowledge you don't have, you can trade. So it's a no money exchange type platform. And you can see examples over here. So this platform is launching in a couple of months. Someone can say, I'll help with logo design. I need SEO strategy. Another person says, I can help with Facebook and Instagram ad strategy. What I need is advanced copywriting. All of a sudden, all the frickin' limitations holding your business back cleared up because you have access to 800 committed students. Think about what that can do in your business. And I'm reading the chat. I'm saying this is a no-brainer. The amount is so generous. I want to subscribe today. Someone asked about the Jan 28 London event. Yeah, so I'm as a teacher really committed to meeting my students. I have dinners with my students when I can. So every month, one of my resolutions this year is to go into the community and invite people for coffee. I do it intimately. The Jan 28 event is full because the cafe can only hold 12 people, but I want to hear what people are thinking. So I want you to know our teachers are not like some higher ups whom you never get to actually connect with. All right, next, bonus 3. I got fed up of trying to figure out and remember all of the rules of Instagram or all of the rules of LinkedIn. So I built a AI tool that is fed with all of the best practices, understands all of this, and you're going to get access to this AI tool. So I'll give you my personal AI tool. You can speak out an idea. It'll refine it into a reel. You can then say, give me the Instagram caption in best caption formats for this. It'll give it to you. You can then say, by the way, recut this for LinkedIn. It'll give it to you. You can then say, hey, ask me some other clarifying questions, and I want to create a long-form 20-minute YouTube video. It will do that. You will get my AI. This AI saves me approximately 7 hours a week of content creation. It is fed with pages and pages and pages of well-researched best practices. It is not for the public, but this AI tool, super valuable. It's worth at least $4,000. We give this to all our students. So now you're no longer alone. So the cost to get stuff out suddenly drops like crazy. Many people want to buy this AI tool on its own, but this becomes available to our students. So those are some incredible bonuses. Firstly, the community, the certificate. The certificate means you can just go and, figure out a way to make money with this. The community, you now have leverage. You are plugged into so many amazing talents. The AI tool eliminates time and does work for you. All of these bonuses itself, as you can see, crazy valuable. But what we also want to do, so we have to pay for a massive amount of cost, flying teachers here from all around the world. So we want to also be able to monetize our platform fast. So what we do is, for those of you who are ready to sign up, like many of the people on the chat, ready to sign up, if you enroll before 11:59 p.m. tomorrow, LA time, 11:59 p.m. tomorrow, which will be, I guess, morning Tuesday for those of you in Dubai, we're going to give you 3 additional bonuses. The first bonus is a personal tool I created to deal with my own BS. So even me, I have situations where I just don't want to post that day, or I just feel something isn't right. Mercury is in retrograde. I go to the cafe and the barista forgot to put the little heart on my coffee and I'm seeing it as a bad omen. I have days like that too. So I created an AI coach based on coaching principles that talks me out of it. It's a coach that actually deals with your BS. You get access to my AI coach. She's really sweet, really pleasant. The only issue is you might fall in love with her because she is so amazing. I almost did. I had to remind myself that she's just an AI. Second, fast track bonus, you get recordings of this summit. So if you enjoyed this summit so far, you're going to get recordings, approximately 10 hours of recordings. Okay, this will be available for you on the Mindvalley platform. That's worth $400. And the final bonus is this. Last year, we launched we had another program, which is really relevant for those of you in social media mastery. It's called Learning Mastery. And Learning Mastery teaches you how to learn faster and do things faster. For many entrepreneurs, it gives you back 5 to 8 hours a day. For example, one of the things you learn in Learning Mastery, remember I showed you my AI coach? You learn how to build that yourself. How can you build AI intelligences, AI tools that can help you with anything you want? So you get access to Learning Mastery. Again, all of this is on the Mindvalley platform. Learning Mastery teaches you to learn faster, teaches you brain training, brain health, cognitive practices, as well as AI. $3,000 program, you get this free. Okay, so if you sign up before tomorrow, you won't just get social media mastery, you will get Learning Mastery. So these are all the bonuses worth $10,000. Professional certificate, the access to the community. So now you have access to so many more brains that can help you. Our AI social media tool, the same tool I use, trained with the intelligences I plugged into it. Then you get the social media mindset coach to deal with your BS on days when you don't want to film. You get the summit recordings and you get Learning Mastery. The second set of bonuses is for those of you who sign up tomorrow before 11:59 p.m. because that genuinely helps us. It helps us cover the cost, flying the teachers down. It helps us get our class going, and we really appreciate you for that, right? It's like booking a seat on an airline early, you get better rates. So the fast track bonuses, as a reminder, are available until tomorrow, Monday, 11:59 p.m. LA. That is approximately noon in Dubai. And that's an additional $3,900 in bonuses. So someone said, wait, tomorrow is Sunday. No, tomorrow is Monday. Am I right? Have I been stuck in a bubble here at the Museum of the Future? What day is it today, guys? Today is Sunday. Okay, so you're stuck in a bubble. Tomorrow is Monday. It may be because we have people from all around the world. Okay, so the next thing is, this is a quick summary of everything you're getting for just $4,999. Okay, and we know people are in different parts of the world, different countries. So you also have a payment plan. It's $1,499 a month. Easily, if you run a reasonably sized business, you can get $1,499 back a month in marketing value. Like the cost is not doing this and staying invisible. Or you can just save $1,000 and get it for $4,999 with all of the bonuses. If you're in the US, you have access to Klarna. This might show up on our checkout for other countries, depending on Klarna policies. This means you can just basically get a consumer loan through Klarna and buy this. Now, if you're a Mindvalley member, you also get $500 off. So if you have access to the app, you can buy it in the app. Another $500 is taken off. And this means you get it for $4,499. And if you go to the website that I'm going to send you to, it will detect if you're a member, if you're logged in, and the price will further go down. So for many of you who are members, it's just $4,499. Okay? Now, I want to share with you some amazing stories from previous students. Kuldeep Vali in Dubai said, help me grow my LinkedIn following from 2,000, so he doubled his LinkedIn following, 63,000 impressions, reached 16,000 members in just a few months. Patricia, my reach is now 2,000% higher from last year, and journalists are now calling me for interviews. This is really cool. Diane Pham in Laguna Beach, after less than 1 year, my financial and mental health improved. I ran into Mindvalley from an ad that kept popping up on my Facebook. Yes, it was an ad from that guy with an accent vision. Thank you. Joanna Cohen, PhD, okay, Denver, US. My platform grew from 96 to 67,000 followers, reaching more than 90 million views and 31% engagement rate. That's crazy. 96 to 67,000. But this is what she said that really resonates with me. I came for the strategy, but what I found was a deeper sense of freedom to create, to connect, to lead with heart. Now, do you think Joanna Cohen's Instagram account is going to stop growing? Do you think she just stops at 96,000 after 5 months? No. She learns it. She has the skills. She can revisit the recording. She has the AI tools. It's going to continue growing for the second half of the year. Most of these testimonials came just after 5 months. All of them got even better results because once you get the knowledge, you repeat it in year 2 and year 3 and year 4 and the next 20 years, however long you want your career to last. So it isn't 5,000 for 1 year. It's 5,000. If you want to continue working for the next 20 years, it's 5,000 that's applied over the next 20. Think about that. Okay, so again, take that QR code to sign up. Now, I want to address one thing. Some of you are thinking, yeah, I know, but what if it works for other people, but it doesn't work for me? We got you, and I hear you, and that's a very, very reasonable question. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to guarantee that it works. Our breakthrough guarantee is this. Watch at least 70% of the lessons. You don't even have to watch all, like 2 out of 3. And the lessons are fun, by the way, guys. You've seen the teacher, so we can monitor your watch rate. Watch 70% of the lessons. Do the homework. The homework is 1 hour a week because we need to know that you're applying this. And if it doesn't work for you, at our cost, we will get in a one-on-one call with you. Okay, we'll get our experts to come on a call with you, and they will coach you and help you and figure out what's broken and make this work. If we have to do 3 calls with you one-on-one, we'll make that happen, but we will get it to work. It's very rare that we cannot get it to work after beyond 3 calls, but we will make it work for you so you know you're protected. By the way, just the calls itself are worth more than the cost of the program. Remember, I was paying Brendan Kane's team $3,000 per call. We're going to give you a breakthrough guarantee. So I hope for those of you who are wondering, will this work? You know that we are so committed to making this work for you, okay? Now, also, some of you may be thinking, yeah, but, what if I sign up and, like, 2 weeks into the program, I decide I don't want to do it anymore, or I need to go on a holiday, or something comes up. That's cool. Anytime in the first 2 weeks, 1 email, full unconditional refund. We want you to feel safe as you go into the program, as you access the Zoom calls. Listen to the quality of the sound, watch the quality of the teaching. I'm going to teach the first call itself because I so want to give you guys incredible value. Anytime in that first 2 weeks, 4 calls. If you feel it isn't right for you, full refund, okay? And then as you finish the program, because of the breakthrough guarantee, if something didn't work, we will get on calls with you to make it work. Now, let me address what some of you might be thinking. I can't afford it. And I hate to use the word, but I know sometimes money can be tight, but this is often a different excuse. It's not that you can't afford it. You can, because this is marketing money, and every business needs marketing. This is not like mindset coaching. Yeah, that's in there. It's not something hypothetical, like teaching you how to say sleep better. It's marketing. And marketing is the art of making money. So if you have to learn the proper way to make money with ease, with predictability, it becomes an investment. And your job is to simply figure out, like, is this an investment worth making? Do I want to be random about my marketing for the rest of my life, or do I actually want to invest in learning? I was able to scale my company, by the way, guys, to over 100 million in revenue with no VC funding, because early on I realized I could give up pieces of my company to an investor and get the golden handcuff, or I could teach myself marketing and make my company make money and never have to take investor capital. And I took the second route. Many entrepreneurs do that. Gives you freedom, gives you power, gives you ownership, gives you something you can pass on to your children. I always like that second route. Teach yourself marketing. Don't beg for investor money. So let's break it down. $499 divided by 5 months is $999 a month, okay? The program comes up to $36 a day for 5 months. That's it. It's the price of lunch. Or in Dubai, I guess maybe it's the price of a croissant and coffee. It's basically the price of lunch a day. So would you pay for a reasonable lunch a day for 5 months to be able to eat steak and caviar for every meal for the rest of your life? That's really what we're talking about. Enroll at mindvalley.com/social. Now, some of you might be thinking, I don't have time. Again, reasonable excuse. Netflix comparison. All of us have time. Okay, social media is already sucking out our time. The average American is spending 17.5 hours a week scrolling through social media and or Netflix. You have time. Just sacrifice TV and mindless consumption time by a little bit. I need to think about it. Maybe, absolutely. And there's no pressure. You can sign up anytime before the seats fill out. Okay, so anytime before, like say Jan 25th, 10 days. Of course, if you sign up tomorrow, you get additional bonuses. But here's the thing about I need to think about it. When you go, I need to think about it, it's another BS excuse that's just going to keep you in randomness. The commitment to this program is a commitment to yourself. It's a commitment to acting. Remember what to action. Remember what I said in day one. The universe rewards intent. So have that intention. Commit to yourself to take this program. So let's look at what specifically do you need to think about. Is it money? No issue. Payment plans are available. Is it time? It's 3 hours a week. We all have that. And this time buys you more freedom in your business. Whether it'll work, you got a 15-day guarantee, and we have a breakthrough guarantee. If it doesn't work, we'll get on calls with you and we'll make it work. And I'm going to show you, by the way, the power of some of these calls in a bit. Am I too late in the game? Guys, I started when I was well past 40. I shared that story with you on day one. Many of our students, if you notice their pictures, our average student age is 50. So if you're 97, maybe you might be too old. I don't know. Maybe there are better things for you to do in life at 97. But if you're over 50, you're just the average age of our student. Some other stories. Naomi Karutsky. This gave me the courage to finally step out from behind the curtain after 31 years of running my matchmaking business behind the scenes. How many of you here love what you do, but have been behind the scenes for decades? The great thing about this program is it transforms how the world sees you. This is not just social media. This is visibility. This is impact. This is power. This is finally being recognized for the good that you do in the world. Okay? Now, what are legitimate reasons to not do it is this. Don't do it if you're not going to show up because it's rooted in community. We want active members in the community. Don't do this if you're looking to get rich quickly. You do learn how to make money, but first you got to learn process, virality, communication, truth, values. Don't do this if you're not willing to put yourself out there, because this is not something that you hire someone to do. This is for the founder, the creator. Okay, and this is everything that you get. And it's over 10,900 in bonuses if you sign up by tomorrow. So remember, the program runs once a year because of the cost of bringing in all of these world-class educators. And we can accept 800 people this year. Go to mindvalley.com/social. And remember, you don't have to say yes, you only have to say maybe. Try it out for 15 days. We will also honor the breakthrough guarantee. And go ahead and grab your spot. Thank you, everyone. Caitlin?
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do some live right now with you guys in person, and we might be taking someone from online too. So we want to see who, and let us know in the chat too, who in the audience has a business, is willing to be vulnerable, and would love to have their life changed right now by being alive. Okay, you were like the first one that was like, yeah, me. Okay, so we're just going to set this up. But I'd love to hear too, just while we're waiting for this, what are some of the businesses? What is your content for yourself and for other people? Okay, amazing, yeah. What are AI trainings? Okay, I love it. What do you do?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Pop styling and interior design, okay. And you were It's what? A mechanic show. Oh, you're a content creator with a mechanic show.
What do you mean?
Okay, interesting.
just
And do you
wanna
guys
share
have
the
a big
screen, that's fine.
following already?
Just want to share.
So, okay. What about somebody that's like brand new, but it was like, I love it. Okay. What are you looking to create? AirTech. Cybersecurity in space? Wow. Yeah.
JD, could I
okay.
just get a screen sharing? That's a badass business, but it may be a little bit too complex. What I want to show in 15 minutes is how fast one can use, I want to show my workflow basically, how fast one can use AI tools to generate content ideas and apply this across. So I need someone with a business that, is relatively easy for people to understand. Okay, mental health. What type of mental health? Okay, okay, someone else, I just want to get some options. You create content for other people? Okay, so that again, a little bit too complex. Travel agent, what else? Sorry? What type of business training? Okay, that can work, come up, because everyone understands sales and marketing. Okay, so, actually, sorry, there's a rule. We can't put you up on stage, but
There's a rule.
Caitlin's gonna sit next to you with a mic, okay?
We'll have the mic.
Okay, so first tell us your name.
We'll have you sit in the front and then we'll have you on camera. You could stand there, that's good too.
Okay. My name is Nesrina Badiev.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm the head of sales and marketing.
Okay, so Nesmila, stop for 1 second. So first part of my process is I record everything, okay, with permission. So can I get permission to record you right now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so wait. Hi, Claude. So I'm here doing a live demo with a student. She's going to state her name and what her business does, and our job is to help her with her social media. Okay, Claude?
This is Nesrina Badiev. Okay, I'm the sales and marketing manager of Pristine Caviar. Okay, I helped my company to reach last year 16x revenue in the year, and in the same time, I'm helping people to do the same and to turn visions to multi-millions.
Okay, are you a founder or you work for the company?
I work for the company, but I'm the founder of the coaching company for the sales and marketing.
Okay, so you're the founder of a coaching company for sales and marketing.
Yeah.
Okay, why did you become a founder of this coaching company?
First, because I love share with people what was successful with me.
Okay.
And I'm coming from the background of industrial engineer, project management, marketing, and sales. That's why I want to share my experience.
Okay. And what platform are you on right now? What's your favorite platform? Instagram. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you could share something on Instagram right now, what would you share?
Be valuable, not available in the market.
Okay, be valuable, not available. Okay, so that's enough for now. Now, what is the goal of your sharing?
The goal of my sharing is to make people ask themselves question why they are not selling and what is their problem.
Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so now we got the first memo note. Now, what you're seeing over here on the screen is the AI tool that I use, Social Media Team of Experts, okay? So this is called a GPT, and it's a very interesting tool. Are you guys familiar with GPTs? Okay, so this GPT is fed with a lot of background research, best LinkedIn formats, Instagram formats, and it's set with an instruction set. I'm going to show you an example of instruction sets later, okay, if we have time. So all I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take the recording of what you said, and I'm just going to feed it into the AI. So I use the simple tool on my Apple Notes, on my Apple phone. It's called Memo, and Memo instantly gives you transcripts. If you have the latest iOS, you have this feature. So now I'm clicking copy. I'm just going to copy the entire transcript. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ChatGPT and I'm going to stick it in this particular tool. Okay, so all of that is there right now. Now let's just see. So I called it Claude. It's going to get offended. So I'm going to say ChatGPT. Normally I use Claude. Claude is actually a lot more advanced if you're using it, but we can use ChatGPT. By the way, this is Claude. This is what I'm doing with Claude right now. Okay, so we can try the same thing with Claude. I'll show you this too. So we're going to actually compare the differences. So here I'm using a very recent and new AI tool called Claude Code. It looks a little bit complex, but you can actually work with it. Okay, so this is ChatGPT's analysis. Now let's look at Claude. Sorry, let me just start it again. Okay, so I use WhisperFlow. WhisperFlow grabs the sound, so it understands what you're saying. Claude, I'm working with a student over here, and what I want is to help her come up with an idea for Instagram. She's a sales trainer. This is a mega quick interview with her. Ask 3 clarifying questions before you do your job, and what we're looking at right now is an Instagram Reel idea. Okay, so these are 2 different approaches. Now, with ChatGPT, we are using what is called a GPT. With Claude, we are using what is called Claude Intelligences. Okay, so with ChatGPT, you can see what happened over here. By the way, this is the tool you guys get in Social Media Mastery. So, see, it's giving actually a strategy snapshot, sell with soul, micro brand positioning. So I've told it to come up with this. So it's not just saying, oh, here's an example post. It's educating and it's creating strategy. So what it's saying over here is, we'll align this to the 5E framework. Educate, entertain, elevate, empathize, evangelize. So this is a framework in Social Media Mastery, right? So we don't just teach you, we give you the automation. So what's happening over here? What is your name again? Nasreen. Okay, so now it's told Nasreen, these are the pillars, these are the themes, these are sample content. So now already you have a strategy that you can use for the next 1 year. But now we got to figure out which pillar do we start with first, okay? So now it's giving you some hook ideas. Stop blaming the algorithm. If people aren't buying, it's not always your price, it's your positioning. Be the answer to a specific problem. That's how you sell with certainty. Want sales to feel magnetic? Start by becoming a problem solver, not a pitch machine. Okay, so these again are Real Idea 2, Real Idea 3. Okay, now you can continue talking with it. So Nasreen, what would be your other question to this? Okay, and again, we have to record. So I want you to, so I'm clicking record. Okay, so now you have a framework. What type of content do you want to dive into?
How we can choose the niche of the businesses, people who are having the business, not people who will start the business. We wanted to help the people who already have the business and they are not successful in the sales line. Okay, so you want content that will attract founders who own the business but suck at selling. Yeah. That's who I'm talking to over here. I mean, not saying that you guys suck at selling, but I'm looking at founders who want to get better at social media. Social media is the new selling. Okay, so this is good. So you're now my competitor. Get out of here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. Now, what is your message to them, to this type of founder? What is my message? Yeah. I don't need a polished message. I need an imperfect, random message. In your thoughts right now, if somebody handed you a mic and said, what are the words you want to tell a founder? What would you say? If you are unsuccessful in sales, that means you don't know the way how to enter to your client. What does that mean? That means, like, let's take an example, okay? When I was doing the sales, first when I came, for example, I find 0 sales. Why there is 0 sales? I have to know why there is 0 sales. Where is my customer? How can I deal with my customer? How can I go and reach out to my customer in a very short term? So I see what's happening here. You are random. Now let's make you unrandom. So watch this. Okay, ChatGPT, based on what you just heard Nasreen say, I want you to come up with 3 clarifying questions so you can help her identify the key essence of what her first video should be. Okay, so you're asking AI to create clarifying questions. Now, in the old days of AI, the old days of AI was basically last month. In the old days of AI, they were always talking about the importance of prompt engineering. I can tell you the prompt engineering is going to become obsolete. We're getting to a level where you just talk to AI like you talk to a smart human being. See, AI is designing its own prompt right now. When you ask for clarifying questions, okay, so Nasreen, you're going to answer this.
Okay, so this is an example from ChatGPT. This is the tool, by the way, we give our students. Now, let's look at what Claude can do. Now it's going to get wilder, okay? Okay, so Nasreen, you're going to answer really fast.
Yeah.
Who is your ideal client?
Business people.
Okay, what's the unique angle? Your unique angle?
Sales.
Okay, but what is unique about sales? Let's just experiment. Let's say you teach sales from the heart, okay? Just as an example, because
Okay,
we're running
yeah.
out of time. What format works best for you on camera? Let's say 3-minute Instagram reel. Okay, so I've just fed all of that to Claude. Okay, now Claude is also doing its work. So I like to compare two different AIs to see the output. Now, both AIs are different. Claude actually has greater research. ChatGPT has greater empathy. So Claude feels like you're talking to a chief technology officer. Very practical, very straight up. ChatGPT is like a CMO who's had a little bit too much wine, a little bit silly, a little bit flirty, okay? But you can merge both together. You can then get output from both, and I get them to then improve each other's output. Okay, now this is what Claude has given. Hook, first 3 seconds, stop selling, start this instead, okay? Then it gives the idea. Okay, now what I wanted to say is, what is your website?
Website is still...
Do you have a website?
yeah, but they are working on.
You don't have a website?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Nasrina Baldiev. Nasrina.
Okay, no, it won't be able to go to Instagram because it'll need a login. So one of the things that you're seeing over here on Claude is Claude actually uses a tool called MCP. So MCP, Modal Context Protocol, means it can talk to other websites and other services. It can access Google Docs. It can write a Google Docs script. It can access Airtable. It can also scrape the web and study a website. It can also build its own web pages. Okay, so I want to show you something that's going to be a little bit wild. So when I'm doing a script, it builds the script for me. So earlier, I was giving you a presentation on social media mastery. Okay, I want to show you what Claude was doing behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, Claude was analyzing my presentation and telling me what I can improve. So it analyzed my presentation yesterday, and it told me what I can improve. It analyzed what the audience was saying in Zoom, and it built a web page for me. So,
oh, very nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is what we teach. So the AI is not just, it's listening to me, it's also reading all of the Zoom chats. It's also reading a survey that we did of, I think 8,700 people completed the survey before they showed up for this summit. It puts it all together and it tells me exactly how I need to improve my talk. Price reveal needs breathing room. International audience pain point, critical to solve. People were confused by time zone replay concern. Who is this for? Too brief. Okay? And then it tells me exactly, okay, put this in your instructor notes. It even tells me the pauses. It's insane, right? And it's super readable. Okay, now how valuable is it if you had a tool like this and it could do this to all of your videos, all of your presentations? Now, by the way, it can also create slides. I can then tell it to just go ahead and create the slides. So here it's actually designing the slides for us. Improve sales slides. Designing all the slides for us. Okay? It then analyzes all our student stories and it says, okay, these are the best stories. This is where to put the story. Standout story, Seminar Z2. So the presentation I just gave you was not me. It was me powered by insane degrees of intelligence. Okay? Now, we're getting to a level where it can then build a page for anyone. This is where social media is going. So everything I'm showing you here was for a stage talk, but again, the same thing would apply to Nasreen. Nasrina would apply to Nasrina and her first Instagram reel. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share. Thank you, Nasrina.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vishnu. Unfortunately, that's the end of it, but that was a really great brief example of what's possible inside of the social media mastery program.
And I just want to say to all of the people tuning in on Zoom, Thank you so much. It's been a full-on weekend. We so appreciate you guys because we know some of you, it's 3 a.m. where you are. Many of you in my home country, Malaysia, it's super late. Many of you in the U.S., it might be crazy early. We appreciate all of you guys. We love you guys. Our next big summit, I think, is about 3 months away. It's going to be live in LA, Mindvalley's Manifesting Summit. So for those of you in the USA, we will see you live. I hope to see you there. And for those of you joining Social Media Mastery, which is, I hope, the majority of you, I'm so excited to be teaching in the first weeks of Social Media Mastery. I may be the first or second class. And don't forget to enroll before tomorrow. We can't wait to see you there. And especially this year, I'm really excited to teach a lot of new ways to bring in AI to really help you become a master at your craft. And although what I showed may look a little bit technical, we make it really easy, and we're going to give you the tools directly. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Caitlin.
guys. Thank you so much, Vishen. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us here live in Dubai. Thank you, everyone in the audience. We'll see you later. Everyone online, take care. If you learned something, share it, tag us, and please keep shining your message, your light, your mission with the world, and use social media for the good. We love you guys so much. Good night, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, everybody. We'll see you next time.